everybody. Welcome back to What's in the Drawer. Very excited, as always, to share with you what we have here in the beautiful local history room at Kaukauna Public Library. Here we're going to go to cabinet number 4. Pull out one of the many, many books we have. This book is called James Duane Doty. The book is James Duane Doty, Frontier Promoter. And James Doty is a name that may be familiar to you. Even if you don't know who he is, the name Doty should be familiar. A lot of streets are named Doty. Neenah has a Doty Island, named that because it's where James Doty lived. That's where the Doty cabin is, still to this day. And he was an important person in both regional and state history. He was a judge. And as a judge, he oversaw some very early trials. This was still when Wisconsin was a territory. It wasn't quite a state yet. And one of those famous trials was with Chief Oshkosh of the Menominee tribe. And Chief Oshkosh had killed a man following traditional Menominee customs. But traditional Menominee customs aren't the same as what the law of the state was. There was some conflict. He had to go to court for it. But he worked out a deal with Judge Doty, and he didn't have to go to prison or anything. And then it's just basically, don't kill any more people, please. A fascinating story there. But what I find most interesting about James Doty is the frontier promoter part of the story, or as I like to say, the swindler part of the story, because Doty promoted the frontier by buying up swampland in and around the Madison area. Again, this is before Wisconsin's a state. And swampland is worthless. He knew it was worthless, but he's like, I can make a profit here. So he took the land and then he started giving it to political friends of his and kind of convinced them to vote to make the state capital Madison. Up to this point, the territory capital was in Belmont. So he's like, let's move it to Madison. Madison's a great place. Of course, nobody knows any better because no one's ever been there. And they agree because they're getting free land. Why would they not want to put a capital there? And once the capital's there, Doty can sell all the land he wants at the price that he wants because people have to live there, work there, government's there. And he ends up doing very well for himself, basically by misrepresenting the land that he sold as the capital. And that's why we now have a Capitol building in the middle of an isthmus and the traffic is so terrible. So thanks, Doty. And so James Doty is What's in the Drawer. Thank you.